keep it cooking in the oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. The oven. Yep. The oven. The oven smells good. The oven.
The oven.
Yep.
Buy a 5 bucket of Happy Dad and get a free Happy Dad hat.
Look
We
at
thought
that.
that was pretty cool.
Wow.
It's a pretty good promotion. You see
pretty
those
good.
hats everywhere. Everywhere you're seeing Happy Dads now. The
I've
Happy
never
Dad.
seen that once.
Really?
I've never seen that once in my whole life. Yeah.
You've never seen the Happy Dad? I feel
You
like
don't know? Do you know what Happy Dad is?
No.
That thing over there? You see the sign over there?
Oh,
the
yeah,
hard
yeah.
seltzer?
You're gonna start seeing that on every
Actually,
hat.
Did you start that?
I have seen that because my friend, this is like so fucking dark, but she has a one-woman show about it. She has a friend she has a one-woman show about being sexually assaulted by her dad, and she posted that, and she was like, my dad when he came into my room at night. And I was like, oh, shit.
Oh my goodness. That's how we're starting this off.
That's how
huh?
we're starting it. Go check out Kylie Vincent's one-woman show, by the way. She just posted it on YouTube. It's fucking amazing. But that was a little bit of a spoiler for people. Yeah.
And what was her name?
Yeah. Her name was Kylie Vincent.
Kylie Vincent?
Yeah.
That's actually, I mean, I don't want to laugh at that, but it is
yeah.
it is kind of
That's-
funny to bring that into.
I'm gonna watch that on
The
my own time.
darkest fucking
Yeah.
show ever.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway.
so the oven's certainly preheated. I'm Mario. That's my Croatian co-host, Franco, aka Papa Fazul.
Papa does it to me all,
All
the time.
Yeah, wow.
Gets
And
me
I'm
all
Mae
the time.
Planert. Hi.
Give him a chance.
Well, she goes by just some broad from Massachusetts, which
Yeah.
I think is hilarious, by the way.
Yeah.
That's-
I mean, that is who I am. I'm just some random lady.
I mean, we know you as a Manhattan-based stand-up comedian, writer, co-host, and I'm saying this right, the Risque Business News Podcast?
Yes, yeah,
All right,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
And the only thing she hates more is a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Is more than a hypocrite is herself.
Correct. So that you read my bio.
I had to.
Yeah.
I had to bring it out. I had to bring it out before we do anything.
Yeah. I have no credit, so I was like, well, I guess I'll just throw in this. You've seen her absolutely nowhere, like maybe on Instagram.
Well, Instagram, you're on TikTok and stuff too, right?
Not really, actually. I felt like I missed the wave of getting big on TikTok, and I was just like,
Don't feel bad. We missed it too.
Yeah.
TikTok
yeah.
hates us.
I was just like,
I
fuck
hate
it.
TikTok.
It's too much.
It's too much. And he actually literally hates TikTok. Every time
Yeah.
he puts up a TikTok, he's like, they took it down again.
They took
I'm
it
like,
down,
Oh,
or they
really?
shut
They
the
take it down?
audio
Yeah.
off. I'm like, what is this? Like,
Oh,
yeah, we're just
shit.
breaking a lot of TikTok rules. And-
Yeah,
Just nonstop.
Yeah.
Yeah, YouTube is kind of crazy like that too. It's like, where are we gonna put out this content?
It's just so, sometimes it's so random, like what the algorithm decides to
Yeah,
flag.
I know.
I wish I knew someone who like knew the algorithm.
Yeah.
You know, like actually like knew what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I just want to pick
No
up the
one
phone
does.
and call the algorithm.
Yeah, just like,
What's good with you?
Hey, can you be nice to me today? Thank you.
like, can you make me feel like I actually did something right today?
No, they can't.
Mario spending all this time putting out these videos. But hey, before we start, as you can see, we're at Memory Motel NYC, presented by Common Ground, East Village, New York City. New York City, stand up. This is it. I love this place. Hey, no pun intended actually on that. I didn't mean that.
What?
Stand up.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
So these guys, you know, they have crazy drinks. They're telling us, Tristan, the part owner over here, is telling us that Friday, Saturday, Sunday is a madhouse here.
Really?
So
I've never been here before.
neither have I. This is
gotta go
our
back.
first time here.
He said like 700 people on a
Yeah.
night in here.
What?
Yeah.
And if I
Yeah.
know, yes,
Damn.
700 people in a night. That's.
And
a
we got this
lot of
place
fun.
all to ourselves right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to thank Max and Breeze and all the guys that are involved in this. This whole team effort. Really appreciate you guys opening the doors. Let's get to it. And before, if you buy all day, all week, if you buy
All
a
day,
bucket-
every day.
all day, every day, if you buy a bucket of Happy Dads, you get a free Happy Dad hat. That's a
Wow.
pretty good promotion.
That is, because then you wear your stupid fucking Happy Dad hat, and then people hear about it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah. Good on Happy Dad, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So I want to start off a little lax and jump right into it. Can you tell us about a time where you had like a very memorable joke fail?
Oh, yeah. I got fired from a gig once because I was in like some conservative town and I was trying to do a joke about, like, basically this actually happened to me. So I was trying to make a joke about it where I was in an acting class years ago and like we did some exercise where basically like we would stand in front of the class and the rest of the class would shout out ages they thought we could reasonably play. And some lady goes, I was like probably like 26 at the time, and some lady was like 19, and the acting coach was like, 19? And he was like, are we looking at the same lady? He was like roasting me. And he was like, I could see 19 if she had been through some like horrible trauma as the character, like maybe if like she got raped or something. He literally said that.
Oh my goodness.
And so I was like, was trying to make a joke about that, and I was like, how did he know I've been to college? Like, like everyone's been raped, you know, like shit like that. And it fucking died. And then right afterwards, they were like, get the fuck out of here and never come back. And I got like this big long letter about how I was joking about rape and people didn't appreciate it. And I was like, whatever.
I thought
I
comedians
swung
get a
and I
pass.
missed. Yeah.
I thought you guys get a pass.
Yeah, but I was in like bumfuck, like, you know.
Well, yeah, you
these
said conservative town,
really
right?
conservative, but I'm like,
Like, come on.
So I
I
guess
did, like, ironically, I feel like if I did an abortion joke, that would have been less well received than the rape.
I
Yeah,
would've thought.
Yeah, they love rape.
So I guess you do a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess not. I got yelled at and fired.
Well, we're getting canceled too, apparently. So thanks.
So, I mean, sticking with the subject, is there anything that you won't joke about?
Only because it's like hacky, I think. Like there's certain topics, like I don't have a school shooter joke or stuff like that, but not because I'm against those jokes. I just haven't come up with one, and I feel like everyone has one.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm like, I'll
Watered
just
down.
not do that. Yeah, exactly. It's whatever. And like, yeah, I don't know. It's fucking crazy how many school shootings there are. It's like every
So,
second.
let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
Where was the first place that you performed at?
Oof. There was this like production company called Treehouse Productions in Connecticut way back when. I think that I don't know if
like
they're
that
still
name.
around, but I was afraid to do stand-up in New York because I was, like, for obvious fucking reasons. It's like wicked intimidating. So I literally like drove like 2 hours into Connecticut and entered some contest where I did like 5 minutes. Ate a dick, by the way, because I didn't even know how to like hold the mic. I was shaking and I was like holding the microphone like over here. It was insane. Yeah, I like didn't even realize I should like put it to my face. It was so bad. It was so painful to think about. But yeah, that was the first place I went, and then I started going to like mics in the city.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you know, eventually things start going better for you. I had crazy stage fright. Really bad stage fright when I first started. And so like I felt like some of my jokes, like I thought the writing was okay, but like the way I was delivering it was just, I was terrified. I was not doing well. So that took me like 2 years to just not be like shaking before I went on stage.
Really, 2 years?
Yeah.
So now, like, I mean, do you still get nervous before a show? I feel like if you don't
No.
get nervous before a show, though, like, you're not human. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends on the show. Like
Yeah,
I just
of course.
recorded a special last week. I was very nervous for that because you know. But you
Very-
gotta like fight it down because I'm like, yo, I spent a lot of money on this. I gotta fucking know. I gotta deliver. But like, you know, yeah, not really. It depends on like the stakes of the show. If it's like an audition, I'd be really nervous. But if it's just a regular show, it's just fun. And if I bomb, I bomb. It's happened before. It's happened before. It'll happen again in an hour or so. So like, you know.
We'll see you tonight.
Yeah.
Is
So I think the more shows you do, like the stakes get lower and lower, and then you're like,
Yep.
what's the worst thing that happens? I embarrass myself? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, for sure.
So, being that we're on the Oven podcast,
Mm-hmm.
have you ever tried using cannabis to help the nerves?
No, and I want to get back into weed because I was never into weed. Like I was the person in high school that would just get wicked paranoid when I smoked weed. It was like, it did not agree with me. I've always been more of a booze bag. And so, but like this has calories and it makes me look ugly. So I can't fucking,
Cheers
we
to-
can't be doing
cheers to that.
Yeah.
That's why my skin is so clear now. I haven't drank since February.
Wow, that's hard.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
honestly, once you get on a roll, it's easier than
Yeah.
It's the hardest in the beginning.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
only been a couple months. I'm sounding like I've been sober for 15 years. but-
No, I mean, that is really hard. Like, I was sober for 2 weeks before my special, and I was like, damn, this is like, I thought it was like the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life. I really did.
No, for real, it's tough. He's
Yeah.
over here breaking bread over 3 months.
Yeah.
What gets you what gets you the most? Like for me, it's dinner.
Yeah, like any sort of, well, it's like, I mean, I guess I drink a lot. Because, like, also, like, if I'm just bored at home watching TV, it's so much better with a glass of wine. You know what I mean? And so, but then you're like, fuck, man, I had like an entire bottle of wine over the course of 2 days, and then in my female brain, I'm like, yo, that's like 600 calories that I wouldn't have normally had, and then I'm not working out, and then it's like this whole spiral effect.
Yeah.
So it's like mostly for like vanity purposes that I don't want to drink so much, you know.
Whatever works.
Yeah.
For sure. I feel like mine, like instead of me drinking like a glass of wine, mine's like a nice simple, just like little joint, hang out, watch a nice TV show.
Yeah.
I feel like there hasn't been any comedy, like funny TV. I mean, Ted came out a couple months ago,
yeah,
and Ted was
yeah.
awesome. But like,
Yeah.
other than that, I feel like there hasn't been like a serious, like, you know, talking about watching TV. Like there hasn't been like
Yeah.
a good like comedy like television show in a while.
Yeah, I can't really think of one. I mean, do you guys watch Insecure with Issa Rae? It's like
No.
that was pretty good. But it wasn't necessarily a comedy. It had like comedic aspects, but it was just, I don't know.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm thinking like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah,
just started that over last week, but
Really?
Yeah.
from the start. I
Like,
figured
what type of humor do you like in your TV shows?
I like Curb. I like Family Guy. I know it's
I
like
love Family Guy.
it's hilarious. Yeah, what else is like a show I really liked? Seinfeld, obviously.
Well,
Love-
if you like Seinfeld, you like Curb.
Right.
But you know, I feel like I haven't really seen much like enough of Seinfeld.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
wow, I've seen it like 1,000 times. Like I could like recite the entire
Really?
series. Yeah.
So are you like a Seinfeld? It wasn't always like, is it like Seinfeld or Friends? Like which one like everyone was going on?
Yeah, that's what people were doing. I mean, I wasn't really much into Friends.
No, me neither.
I watched it when I was a kid because it was on and it was like part of the zeitgeist, so you kind of fucking have to. But I didn't
The
like.
zeitgeist.
Yeah. You like that word?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I use it a lot.
I'm not
Yeah.
even sure what that means.
There was
You
there was a
know,
movie called Zeitgeist.
The vibes, the you know.
The vibe. Okay.
Yeah. All right, let me
Let's
tell you
talk the
something.
NBA.
Internet, okay.
Tell them.
I don't give a shit about this Caitlin Clark. That's in the zeitgeist. Don't care. Don't care about her. I don't care about watching it. I don't care about these beefs. I don't care that she's getting paid less. I just don't care. And I know I'm supposed to care, but I just fucking don't. Is that bad?
Amen.
Yeah.
Man,
That hurts Franco's.
It
He's
does.
a big Liberty fan. He's big
Okay.
into WNBA.
It's-
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually,
Wow,
so
what a hero.
got a toy.
over here. Fuck, come on, save some
hero.
pussy for the rest of us. Jesus.
He's got a tall woman fetish.
Oh my God, I kind of do.
Yeah.
But no, so I think it's actually funny that so many people have been having that conversation lately too,
Yeah, people are
And-
obsessed with it.
and it's crazy because for the sport it is nuts what she's doing, but like
Yeah.
but at the same
and it
time,
is wild how little she's getting paid. It's like
but
ridiculous.
she also just signed a $28 million 8-year deal with Nike for a shoe,
Right.
for a signature
Yeah.
shoe. So she's getting her money from somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
It's not like
Yeah.
the WNBA doesn't have enough. They don't sell enough tickets to pay her
Yeah.
$28 million over 3 years.
I went to one game once, Liberty game,
Yeah,
and it was
Barclays?
like, but I got the ticket for free because I think they like paper the fucking room.
Oh,
You know.
When did you
I
go?
guess, right? Last year.
No, last year. So it was probably crazy then.
Oh, really?
It was
It was
packed.
good?
It was
Oh,
packed
okay.
out, right? It was a packed
Yeah,
stadium?
yeah, it was. There was like a lot of people there.
They,
and I liked how the dancers, this was something I really appreciated, was that they weren't like, oh, we're just gonna do like the female equivalent of like hot dancers and have like sexy guys out there and like swap it. They didn't
Yeah.
do that. They did old people.
How awesome is the old people dance?
Yes!
I do media.
That was great.
I do media for them, and
Oh, really?
Yes, and I get every day, every time I go there, I
Yeah.
get the old people dance.
Yeah.
It is so all time. Like
It's great.
And they do
wholesome.
They do
Yeah.
that, and they do the same thing. We were at the Nets game. They do the camera where like the Oblivious cam, and it'll be like a person just sitting in the stands, and they'll
Yeah.
have it on them, and like they'll tick. And I've been there. It's been like a guy for like 6 minutes. And
Oh
like,
my God, that's
like,
fun too.
6 minutes, fine. Like he looks up on his phone, and everyone starts laughing.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole stadium.
I've never
going.
seen that before.
Yeah, it's at the Nets game.
I missed that part.
The Oblivious cam. It's so good.
Yeah, that's fun. I
So
like
good.
that.
You're not a sports fan though, huh? Coming from Boston and everything too?
Yeah, not really. I mean, by default, I guess. You guys might like this, I've always hated Tom Brady.
Wow.
Always. I've been such a contrarian like that. Like, because it's you're not allowed to say that out loud at the time in Boston. But like, I just don't like his personality. I think he's like a huge douche. I think like he has no sense of humor. He's like, I don't know. I just don't like his personality at all. He doesn't eat anything. He's like a vegan or whatever. I was like, I don't fucking like this guy.
Or like anti-inflammatory foods and stuff
yeah,
like that.
you know what else? He's kind of doughy, if we're being real. Everyone's like, oh, he's so hot. I'm like,
Is he?
he's feminine. He's like all doughy.
He's hot because he's Tom Brady.
He's hot. Yeah, facially, he's fucking amazing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, he's a little doughy.
So he's actually, I'm happy you brought this up. He's actually the next person that's on the roast. So they did the Donald Trump roast.
Oh, really?
Yep. So he's
Oh,
next.
I didn't know that. That would be fun.
But it's not. It's not Comedy Central anymore. It's through
Yeah.
Netflix. It's Netflix's roast,
Oh, that's fun. Yeah.
and it's.
Well, she's really gonna enjoy that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you should try and get on.
yeah,
fucking
right.
kidding
That'd
me?
be amazing.
From Boston. I mean, I love the roast. We actually started at we did a dinner at the Friars Club when they were open.
Yeah.
And man, that was such a great time. So like that got me super into the roast.
Yeah.
But I can't believe you don't like Tom Brady. And from Boston, I had sitting here.
Yeah.
They're calling it the greatest roast of all time.
I just imagine like that household when he was with Giselle being so like boring.
He was so
like,
regimented.
Yeah.
I mean, he was literally all about football.
Yeah.
And about his health. I mean,
Yeah. Which I mean, he's literally the best, so that
Right.
makes sense. But yeah.
Yeah.
that goes back to the whole
Pays
balance
off.
question that I
Yeah.
always ask. Like, can you really balance chasing greatness and living a normal life?
I don't think so. I don't like Dave Attell. You know, he's obviously like literally the best, like ever. It's incredible. Like it's amazing to see him. But he also like wears the same outfit every day and just like chain smokes cigarettes and writes jokes and like that. You know, like that's like
But that's why people love him.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like-
No, I mean it's incredible. But like I don't want to smoke cigarettes all day and not do anything else but comedy. You know.
Yeah, I need.
Not that I would ever. It's not an option for me to be like David Attell. I'm like, that's what's holding me back from being the greatest comedian that's ever lived.
I'm just not. I'm not over here smoking darts all
Yeah,
day.
I gotta be smoking cigarettes all day long. But yeah, I mean, he like completely dedicated his life to it, and it fucking shows. Like, holy shit.
Well, that whole same outfit thing. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
brilliant people who wear like just plain outfits, plain colors every day because
That's
they
true.
don't want to waste whatever brain power they have for the day on picking an outfit.
I hate
what it is?
picking out outfits.
That's a
yeah.
real thing.
Well, I also think in show business, people like, I mean, his outfit's kind of interesting because it's just like a black whatever, like
Yeah,
black
yeah.
top and jeans. But other people will wear like essentially the same thing, so they're recognizable. So people are like, oh, it's that fucking girl that always wears the whatever. You know what I mean?
Well, who plays Harry Potter?
Daniel Radcliffe.
Daniel Radcliffe. So Daniel Radcliffe went through a phase where he was wearing the same outfit every day,
Oh.
coming out of Harry Potter films. So the media wasn't just taking pictures of him every day because they get the same picture over and over and over
that's
again.
interesting.
I was like, that's really smart, man.
That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
that's
Like
pretty
Adam
good.
Sandler coming out like in the basketball shorts and like the ripped like hoodies
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. Like, I love that.
Yeah, that is fun. I love that's like his style now. It's just like dressing insanely horrible.
And he's
works
worth
for him.
and he's worth like $400 million. And he's
Yeah,
but that's
yeah.
what I love. He's worth all that money and he's wearing clothes like from like R.J. Barry's. Remember that? What was,
What was that called? It was called J.R. Barry's.
Yeah,
Was it J.R. Barry's?
do you know what we're talking about?
No.
It was like some like store in the mall that had all cheap knockoff college brands.
Oh,
Like
wow.
get a leather college jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
But like for like $15.
Yeah, like that was and that was the most expensive thing in there. You get
Yeah.
you get shoes for like $7. They're called the Stephon Marbury's, the
Oh
Starberries.
shit. Yeah.
They're like $7. I had every color growing up, every color.
That's great.
Can you please dig into the nachos? I don't
Yeah.
want to take a bite yet.
What else we
without-
got here, Mario?
Well, it's
Talk
gonna be
to-
like a
talk
wicked
about
loud, crunchy bite on this mic.
That's okay. JP's
Yeah.
gonna work his
Yeah.
magic.
it. Mr. Tremendous. You can leave that there for now.
Do you want a quesadilla?
Pretty good. This is great.
That's what we do.
Podcast, dinner.
Exactly.
And you weren't even sure about eating too.
Yeah.
I love how you came in and you're like, what is this podcast about?
Yeah. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Just show up places, see what's what.
You said you wanted to get back into weed though.
Yeah, because like, just because I want to get off drinking so much, but I can't like raw dog life. I have to be like a little fucked up, you know, not every day.
You can't
but
raw dog life.
No.
That's an absolute fact.
It's sad. I don't like raw dogging life.
If I take one thing with me from this conversation, it's that. I am not raw dogging life.
We're gonna make a T-shirt.
Yeah. We were making
Don't raw dog life. We're gonna get through it, you know.
That's it.
with a little dash Mae Planert.
Yeah.
It's so simple.
Well, the way I see it is like I'm
On
not.
camera.
I'm fortunate enough to not be on like anti-anxiety meds. Or, like I'm not taking any medications.
Good.
For my mental health, and so I'm like, all right, I have a fucking few pops. Like, who gives a shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm drinking more than someone else who's on tons of like other medications, I'm like, I feel like our health will still like even out. You know?
100%. It's all about keeping it even kilter.
Yeah.
Like when we were in college, we used to drink until it was like Thursday night or ladies' night.
Yeah.
Friday night we would wake up for practice. If we drank at a 7, we'd have to work out at a 9.
Yeah.
Just to offset what we did the night before, and then
Right.
you get done, you're like, okay, we can do this all over again.
Yeah. What sport did you play?
I was a baseball player.
Oh wow.
Married too. I was a pitcher.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
was a catcher. We played together in high school,
Oh, nice.
middle
Yeah.
school. I've been stuck with these kids for.
Yeah.
We actually celebrated our 20th Super Bowl together.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
This year, which
That's
is-
great.
When you said that at the Super Bowl, I'm like,
Crazy,
get
right?
the
Really
fuck
sank
out of
in.
here. I'm like, 20 Super Bowls you've been in my house for?
First Super Bowl, Tom Brady, Jake Delhomme, 2004.
Jake Delhomme.
Panthers,
What a-
Patriots.
Man.
But back, not to harp on the weed thing, but do you have like a crazy weed story from your past?
No, not really. I just didn't like it.
Were,
Yeah.
you, were you more of a smoker, more of an edible person?
Smoker.
Smoker.
I hated it.
See, smoking makes me paranoid. I actually prefer edibles. Now, you have to trust that the dosing on the package is correct.
Right.
But if I dose right, edibles all day.
Oh,
Yeah.
all day. I got the dose responsible shirt underneath this. It was freezing in here before, so I put the hoodie on.
Yeah, like I don't like being high so much so that like I will like take edibles to go to bed, but it only works because I'm like so paranoid about feeling the high that I'm like,
I need to sleep.
oh shit, I better fall asleep fast.
See, there's been sometimes actually when we first started, which kind of the reason why we started making the edibles.
Yeah.
These guys, one of our buddies was, giving us these things called space cakes.
Jesus.
Scares the shit out of me to begin
Yeah,
with.
too much.
But it was kind of the same thing. I was taking it, I was going to sleep, but instead of me trying to like sleep, all I could think about was like, am I gonna fall asleep?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting up and I wouldn't sleep. But like it almost felt like I was on like cocaine instead of like an edible.
How do you know what cocaine feels like?
My heart, come on,
That was my drug. I fucking loved cocaine. I really did, but I had to stop doing that because the hangovers get so bad. Like there's
Just the come down.
the come down is horrible. Like you can do cocaine up until the time you're like 26, and then it's like, I cannot function like this. It's too bad.
Like that 2-3 day hangover kind
Yeah.
of thing?
Oh man.
Horrible.
Well,
So not worth it.
I'm at the point.
Dehydrated till Wednesday.
Yeah, literally till Wednesday. I'm at the point where I can give you like, with no cocaine, I can give you like 3 solid nights, like at a
Yeah.
bachelor party.
No, he's
Yeah.
not normal. He
But the fourth night though, like don't speak to me. Like,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
let me be by if there's a fourth night, like I can't do it.
No, that's crazy.
So you're more of a drinker, obviously. Then
More of a drinker.
What's your go-to drink?
Red wine.
which we didn't let her order tonight.
Yeah. Red wine is usually it, or I'm like a beer and wine kind of gal.
Nice.
Yeah, like sometimes I drink vodka. The only time you'll see me drinking a vodka soda is when I'm trying not to drink a lot because I fucking hate them. So I only have like 2. Like if I tell myself I can only have vodka sodas, I'll only have 2 drinks because I'm like, this is disgusting.
Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, or like tequila drinks I like.
Yeah, tequila.
Yeah.
I've been on. So you said vodka soda.
Mm-hmm.
I love vanilla vodka.
What?
Well, so instead of a straw, they put a tampon in.
Yeah. Do you get that with like Coke or something?
Yeah, with Coca-Cola. It's like a vanilla Coke. It's like a
Actually, that
spiked
sounds kind of amazing.
I'm trying to turn everyone onto it. Everyone gives
Yeah.
me shit when they first hear it.
Well, it sounds like something that a middle schooler
I know.
would drink. Yeah. Right?
Everyone's like, yo, grow up and start drinking. I'm like, you're gonna taste this?
Yeah.
Like, let me get one.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds amazing.
You want to enjoy what's in your cup.
Yeah. God forbid.
It's your cup.
Yeah.
Drink it.
Yeah, exactly.
So we talked a little bit before, but like, who's been the biggest influence on your comedy career?
So,
I know you said David Tell before, but
yeah. Well, I mean, my husband, Mark Norman, is really good. Check him out. He's
Don't
really good.
downplay that.
Yeah, he's like exceptionally good. We go.
Who's funnier in everyday life?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
probably Mark. Yeah. Yeah, he's just
I wanted to give you a chance.
yeah, I appreciate that, but he's funnier just all around in every way. I would say like this is really funny because I don't know like God shit. I don't know in any world where she would hear this or other people would hear this, but like, I used to love Chelsea Handler when I was growing up. I was obsessed with her, and now I really do not like her stuff anymore at all. But like, I loved her books, I loved her talk show, I loved her stand-up when I was growing up, and then like, I guess she's like changed so much with like the way society has changed, and she's just like trying to seem like this good person, and it's like, just say the wrong thing. You don't have to say like the PC thing.
I hear you on that.
And it's like so funny because it's like, we know, same with like, God, now I'm like shit talking female comics, but like also like like Sarah Silverman used to like do blackface, go hard for it, and now she's like, you know, this, for lack of a better word, I know it's like overused, but woke or whatever. Yeah. And it just feels like they're like playing scared, and I'm like, why do girl comics do that when like I feel like Mark he's like, I'm just doing whatever's funny. Like I'm not thinking about like the fucking orphans or whatever we're caring about at this time. Like I'm just saying things that are funny. And so I think it's like a weird double standard where people think that like you get to a certain age as a woman and you're supposed to like have more empathy and like care. And it's like, yeah, you are, I guess, but not in your stand-up. Like,
exactly.
Just say the horrible thing. It's stand-up. Who gives a shit? And so she disappointed me in that way. But that was like a big influence for me going into stand-up.
Oh, I'm sure.
Was Chelsea. And I liked how slutty she was. That was fun.
Yeah.
So
you're so right though. I do feel the same way. Like I remember her being, you know, her coming up, and she was great. And it's for a lot of people, they just like it's like they adapt to the norms and they want to be like socially acceptable. And it's like, you're a fucking comedian. You know, say what you want.
You gotta
like, say what
you
say
can't
what
walk
you
on
wanna say.
eggshells no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, and like there's a time and a place for being like doing do-goody shit. You know, like for my special, I raised some money for Planned Parenthood because I was like, oh, you know, it's kind of funny because I have a lot of like.
You raised a lot of money for Planned Parenthood, not just.
I did. I mean, I raised a lot of money for Planned
that's
Parenthood.
it. I just raised some money, like just nickels and dimes. What was it? Like, it was over $2,500.
$2,500. Yeah, I was like feeling pretty good about that, but like that's where I'm like, hey, also I'm doing this thing I care about. But like you would never know that from my stand-up. You know, there's no there's no part of my stand-up that's like abortion rights and women have it home. Like I'm not doing that at all. Yeah.
Well,
you know,
comedy is an act. Like it can be totally separate from who you are off the stage.
That
and that's
too.
why that's why I was like, I thought you got passes. You know, like when you said you got fired for that joke, I was like, you guys don't get passes. Like, you don't get a pass, but
we got fired.
Yeah.
We got fired, and I'm excommunicated.
So like, would Chelsea be in like your top 3 like women comedians of all time?
No, not anymore.
No.
I would say.
So right now, 38% of comedians are female.
Is that right?
That's a pretty.
That's a lot.
That's a pretty high percentage from.
That's pretty
from
good.
Where we started.
I would say, do you guys know Dina Hashem?
No.
Oh, she's hilarious. She has a special out on Amazon right now. She's so funny. I really respect her because my stand-up's like kind of loud and I do like physical stuff, not like a ton, but like whatever. And she's the exact opposite. She's like whispers, but every word is like perfectly chosen, and she's really really dark. So I'm like, I respect the hell out of her. And then Carmen Lynch is really good, and Rachel Feinstein.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Or Feinstein, I think it's Stein maybe, but anyway, she's really good.
And most of them are local too, right?
Yeah. Those are. I also like Whitney Cummings from like the LA scene. I like Whitney Cummings. Oh, and Sophie Buttle. Check her out.
Sophie.
She's a really blonde girl. You might have seen her. Like she's been blowing up. She's been going viral a ton.
Yeah.
She's so fucking funny.
I feel like it's just every day, like more and more, you should see like more, like women podcasts coming out and women comedians, and like it's awesome. Like it's different and it's like and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All
like,
right, WNBA, we get it.
I love it.
WNBA, Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah, she's like, take your shit somewhere else, bro.
She's like, miss me with that shit.
Yeah. Whatever.
Oh my god.
I want to get back to just real quick, touching on your husband, Mark Norman. You really you really went to his show on a date, and like his show with a date, and then we're like, this guy's trash, and like I want to talk to Mark Norman, and then she Facebook messaged him. That's awesome. That's like some OG stuff right there, like the Facebook message.
That's how long ago it was. So yeah, I know. That poor guy I was on a date with. He's probably never gonna bring someone to a comedy show again.
And he definitely knows too. He's like, can that girl make?
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
yes, no, yeah.
Well, I
Oh,
felt
yeah.
bad for him because, like, we hooked up because, whatever. What else am I doing? And and then so in his mind, he's like, oh, this is going great. We had a fun night. We hooked up, whatever. And he was like texting me, and I just wasn't responding. So I was like, oh, I don't know what I was kind of an asshole back then, I guess. I was like, oh, I'll just like not respond, and then he'll stop reaching out and whatever. But it was like 2 weeks after that, and I had been seeing Mark. And so I just eventually just told him, I was like, it's nothing against you. It's just like I met this other guy I really like,
Yeah.
who was the guy we saw on the show.
Hey, remember the guy we went on the date to see? I'm actually dating him now.
It's so bad. It's horrible. He's doing all right now. Yeah.
There really are no fairy tales.
No, that actually kind of sounds like a fairy tale.
That's
to
a
me.
modern day fairy
Like,
tale.
no,
Yeah.
like she's like that. Well, not even a fairy tale. That's a movie. Like you're sitting in the
Yeah.
crowd. Your soon-to-be husband is the one that you're watching.
Yeah, yeah.
And then circle back, and we're joking about the guy on the date that she brought.
That is so crazy to think about. Like, what if I was just like, I'm not gonna message him? My life would be completely different. Like, how
Insane.
weird is that to think about? You know? Are you guys married?
No.
No, very, very much single.
Oh, okay.
That's why we started a podcast.
And that's why you talk about the WNBA so fucking much.
That's why I go to every damn game.
Yeah. Like, Jesus.
Franco's got that much free time that he's a hardcore WNBA
Yeah.
fan.
I go Wednesdays, I go Fridays, I go Sunday mornings.
Oh
My
God.
Sunday morning church is the Liberty at the Barclays Center.
Sure. Yeah.
That's what we
Okay.
go for. Mario's got his chili cheese dogs here. They actually look
Damn.
phenomenal. You
Yeah.
want one?
No, I'm good.
She's
But
got a show to do.
yeah. I'm kind of full already from this, but that's like a crazy bar food.
Yeah, crazy hot dog right there.
Yeah.
This got the, it's just chili. It's got two cheeses. I think it's, is it cheddar and, what's it
And
called?
I got the Monterey Jack chicken sandwich. Ooh, this is phenomenal.
Really? Damn, this place fucking slaps for.
All the restaurants that
Bar shit.
that they work with,
Yeah.
like in the network, all the food's unbelievable.
Yeah. This is a really good bar food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good bar food.
Good to know.
So I know you're married, but I gotta ask,
Yeah.
would you date? This is for you too, Mario. Would you date a girl or a guy who has an OnlyFans?
No, I don't think so. Cause like for guys, it's just too sad. Cause you know what I mean? I'm like, you're doing this and you're probably not making any money. You know, right? That's what I'm attracted to is money. I'm just joking.
Listen,
But really, that is like fucking horrifying. And the guys on OnlyFans, like talk about equality, we got to be subsidizing their fucking paychecks because
Yeah,
they make no money on there. It's pathetic.
I feel like Mario's gonna come out and be like, I would.
Yeah. Yeah, would you date a girl on OnlyFans is different because like fucking most everybody has one at this point. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
don't have one, but I know a lot of people that have them, you know.
I'm going to confess something to Franco right now.
No, I'm so happy you're here for this.
No, I
Will.
don't have an OnlyFans. I don't have an OnlyFans. There was this one girl that we follow on the oven, and like I really wanted to know if she would like let me join on her OnlyFans. So I messaged her.
Join how?
Like I wanted to partake
In the video?
in her videos.
Oh yeah.
And, but
Well,
I didn't
well,
message her from my personal account. I messaged her from the oven.
And what did she
So
say?
she doesn't know who it was.
she
But
probably-
now, if she watches this, I don't know. But
So this is a girl that you know from Long Island?
so it was one of those polls. We don't
Okay.
actually know her. I just know her through the. You
Oh,
know,
I
you
see,
see
I
people
see,
you
I see.
follow,
Okay.
and so she's always posting her OnlyFans, and like she's cute.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like I was thinking, like you know what?
And you
What
bro-
if I made an OnlyFans video with her? Like I could two birds, one stone.
Yeah, it would,
Yeah,
be, would be
yeah.
awesome for the oven, right? Like, Are you kidding me right now? Are you fucking?
I didn't message her. I don't even know. Maybe she didn't get it because it was one of those polls on her story. You know, the OnlyFans girls, they're always doing
Yeah,
the polls on her story. I was
right,
like,
right.
hey, if you ever need someone for a video, let me know. But she doesn't know if it was him or me.
That's
but,
hilarious.
And that's why you did it from the oven.
Yeah, just in case she likes.
So she's just like bringing out random guys from Long Island to be in her videos? Is that?
No, I never watched her videos, but I just figured.
You never
why
even
not?
watched her video.
I'll
You
try it
gotta
out.
subscribe to the fucking thing you're trying to do.
I don't.
Jesus.
I can honestly say I've never subscribed to an OnlyFans.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like a lot of people have said that too, and I'm like, but why?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Like,
it's-
Mara's never subscribed to an OnlyFans, but his first one's gonna be on an OnlyFans.
Yeah, right.
Are you kidding me right now?
I feel like it'd be too tempting. Like if there was somebody that I knew, I would be like, I'm gonna make a fake account and I'm gonna watch this. This is crazy, right? Like,
So yeah.
Guys do that all
Yeah.
the time. Like once you
Okay.
find out a girl from high school is on there, and like there's
Yeah.
this one girl from our high school that is getting
Big?
absolutely plowed.
oh wow,
And it's just like,
Ew.
damn.
He doesn't tell me nothing.
Wait, can
younger.
you watch them without subscribing? Is that? No,
Yeah,
you
you gotta
can't.
subscribe.
You gotta subscribe.
So you
and
gotta
you gotta
have
pay
that-
money to subscribe.
Well, no. So funny enough, the first thing I subscribed to on OnlyFans was this guy
Yeah.
called Skinny Bets. He's a sports bettor.
Yeah.
And so people weren't paying him for his picks.
Yeah.
In order to pay for his picks, you had to pay for his OnlyFans.
Oh.
And his OnlyFans was all sports bets.
Oh, wow.
And not for nothing, the guy was mint.
Oh.
And I admit I still have the OnlyFans, but
Yeah.
who's this girl from high school? This guy.
Yeah.
I'm
we'll
interested.
talk about it later. We'll talk about it later.
Offline.
Yeah. I don't want to blow up her spot. It's not my place to do that.
Yeah,
No, you're right.
Yeah.
But no, the thing is, you get one friend that subscribes,
Yeah.
and then he shares the video with everybody.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see,
and
I
the whole
see, I
group, and
see.
the whole group
Yeah.
chat.
Yeah. Oof, man, that is my nightmare. Being like, you guys see Mae Planert's pussy? Like, Jesus Christ.
Have you ever made homemade porn before?
No, I actually haven't.
Really?
Yeah, because I think Mark and I are very like paranoid about, you know, people would probably be interested in seeing his ass. So like, you know, yeah, like he like doesn't like we won't even have sex in front of a window. He gets like really
Really?
paranoid about shit. Yeah, and I'm like, all right, relax.
Well, respectable.
Yeah.
Respect, Mark.
Yeah.
Kidding me?
I guess.
Good man.
For him. That's honestly,
Yeah.
Mario's finding a window. He's like, let's do it. Like,
Franklin's and the LAR doing it.
Yeah.
so
Good times.
we know you got a show that you got to get to.
Yeah.
I got a couple just quick ones for you.
Okay.
Who would be a comedian that you would love to work with that you haven't worked with yet?
Let me think about this. Someone who I'd really like to work with. Maybe like John Early. You know?
Yeah, okay.
He's fun. I
My
like
dad
him a
loves him.
lot. Yeah, he's great. Whitney Cummings. Yeah, I think that's my answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Tim Dillon.
Oh, Tim.
Yeah.
Come
Although
on.
I'd be afraid of him because he's so funny. I'd just be like intimidated around him. I don't think I could relax.
Oh,
you
Tim,
know?
yeah, he's an absolute character.
Yeah, but he's so fucking funny. He might be my favorite comedian in
Yeah?
general. Yeah.
I was gonna ask who would be your favorite comedian.
Tim Dillon, for
Tim
sure.
Dillon. So what about
Yeah.
like local comedians? We want to shout out some local comedians.
Oh,
Like who would be like who's like the up and comers? Like
Oh, okay. This girl, Maddie Weiner, is really good. Everybody likes her. Caitlin Palufo.
perfect timing.
Yeah.
I want you eat. Hold on, I'm sorry to interrupt you. You eat from both sides of that. You know I wanted the last bite.
Oh, it's a habit with my hot dogs. So it doesn't fall out. I usually set it up with a bite on two sides.
Oh.
Bro, I've known you for 25 years. You're freaking me out right now. You just totally. We're having a conversation. I see 2 bites on either end. Oh my god.
See, you brought up Wiener, and this is where we're at now.
Yeah. Who else do I really like? That's really good. My friends Max Spinelli, Ben Kirschenbaum. They're great.
Oh, we saw Ben at Governors.
Oh yeah.
Ben was hilarious.
He's so fucking funny. Yeah. Good people. My friends Laura Sogar.
And that's so she's your co-host on the Risque Business, right?
She is. Yeah.
So talk about the podcast a little bit.
Oh yeah, so my podcast is called Risque Business News. It's we do like business scandals and shit, but really we just do a lot of like Florida man stuff.
So business
yeah.
scandal.
Yeah, we're like they had a bank account, it's business, I guess. And so it can range. We could talk about like the Enron scandal, or we can talk about like, you know, some weird petty crime that's going on. So it depends on the episode, but that's been a lot of fun. Please subscribe to our YouTube.
Please.
That's probably where my special is going to be out on. So yeah, that'll be coming out in a few months.
What's the name of the special?
So I don't know yet.
Really?
Yeah, I was going to do All the Way May.
I like that.
Or I was going to do Mayhem was another one. And then Jinxing My Fertility was the last one, but I don't know. I don't want to actually jinx my fertility. Yeah.
For everyone
I want
to
to have a
see.
baby, so yeah. But oh, we'll see. Yeah,
Nice.
yeah. Whatever the algorithm likes, I guess. Fucking algorithm.
Fucking
you know,
algorithm.
Just feeding that goddamn algorithm.
We did like local comedians. What about local venues? What's your favorite?
Oh.
What's some of your favorite local venues around?
I love the Tiny Cupboard. That's out in Bushwick. It's cool. Rodney's, where I'm about to perform. Actually, I haven't even performed there yet, but we'll see. And then Grizzly Pear is fun because it's just like so low stakes, and usually the audience hates you, and you're just like, whatever, I'm gonna just fucking let it rip. The Comedy Shop is great. I like a lot of like indie shows too. Like there's always shows at like the Gutter in Brooklyn that's really good. West Side Comedy Club.
Yeah, West Side Comedy Club.
That's a really good one. Very underrated room in terms of like it's always fun. The crowds are super hot. Comedians are always really good. Yeah, I think those are my favorite.
Nice.
Yeah, Grove 34,
Grove.
Where I recorded my special.
30-minute special, huh?
Yeah.
Nice.
I actually recorded 50 minutes, so I got to figure out what I'm cutting.
How tough is 50 minutes on stage?
It's pretty hard.
Right?
It's pretty fucking hard.
Just up
like,
there by yourself.
You're just up there, like you are the entertainment for 50 minutes, you know, like.
And 50 minutes is a lot of time.
It's a long ass fucking time.
What's
Anyway.
the secret? Like, is there a secret to being funny?
Not overthinking it, I think. Like being confident and, I don't know, I'm like, you tell me. I don't have no idea. Yeah.
Help me help you.
But like whenever I'm like scared of an audience or scared to tell a joke, people can sense that. So I think it's just like being confident in this horrible rape joke you're about to tell. You know what I mean? Like that's
Go
my
out
advice to
swinging.
people.
Go
Yeah,
out
just go
swinging.
out swinging and be like, I know that you know that I know that we all know what I'm about to say is crazy, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. You know?
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So those guys, and then I got one last one that I always end on. I want to know one historical figure, dead or alive, that you could sit down to dinner with, ask any questions to. They got to answer. Who would it be?
Helen Keller, because she's a fake ass bitch.
Yo, I
She's a woman hater.
love that.
Yeah.
I know.
He's over here telling me I gotta calm down on things I say, and she's over here just shitting on women the whole episode.
That's so funny. I actually belonged to a group chat for a while that was called Women Belong in the Kitchen. And it was like me and a bunch of guy friends. And so it was just like this joke, but then every time he would have to like show like their vaccine card. Remember that? To the to the hostesses. That was crazy. And I would say something, I would just write like K, and so it would pop up. It'd be like, Women Belong in the Kitchen. And they were like showing the phone to this lady. And I'm like, that is so fucking funny.
That's
I can't believe
amazing.
you just
Yeah.
fucking said Helen Keller. That's burying me.
She fucking stinks, dude, because it's like ridiculous. It's like, oh, you flew a plane, really? No, you probably like someone else flew the plane and you put your hand on the steering wheel,
Like-
you dumb bitch.
Yeah, it's like when you're a little kid and you're running around the block and you're sitting on your
Yeah.
dad's lap driving the car. Oh, you
Exactly.
didn't
I don't
drive
know.
the car.
Helen Keller to me is a secondary source. Miss me with that shit. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I could have been writing that book with my left hand. and
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
have been the same thing.
Yeah.
Whenever I ask that question, I always think back to what everyone else said. And I'm like, Jesus, Gandhi, Bruce Lee, and now Helen Keller, she's a fake ass bitch.
I just
That
wanna
might
sit
be our
in-
craziest yet, honestly.
Yeah, I just want to sit there and she's just grunting or doing whatever. I don't know. Be the worst dinner ever.
Oh my God.
Please remind everyone where they can find
Yeah,
you on the
please,
socials.
please.
Oh, please follow me at Mae_Planert. That's on Instagram. On TikTok, I'm Mae Planert, but to be honest with you, you're gonna be waiting a long time for some new content. Follow Risque Business at Risque Business News. Also on YouTube, do that. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, and yeah, that's about it, I think.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, nice and easy.
I love it. We just had some great food at Memory Motel.
yeah.
Awesome conversation. I had a blast. And don't forget, there's always an open seat for you at the oven.
Yes, sir.
Keep it cooking in the oven. The oven. The oven.
Yep, yep.